Surds, rationalising the denominator. What we mean by that is the bottom line of the fraction, the bottom part of the fraction, we want to be a nice number. We don't want it to contain a surd. So we're going to try and turn it into a normal number. If we start off with something like 10 over root 5, the easiest way to turn that root 5 into a normal number is to times it by root 5. If I times the bottom by root 5, I have to times the top by root 5. This turns into 10 root 5 over 5. Here I can simplify my fraction. If I divide both top and bottom by 5, I end up with 2 root 5. If you've got a more complicated denominator, we're going to use one of our ideas called difference of two squares. And so we're going to times the top and bottom by the same as the denominator, but with the opposite sign. So in this case, we're going to go for 3 minus root 2. On the top, the numerator, it gives us 6 minus 2 root 2. The denominator, we get the 3 times the 3 gives us the 9. 3 times the root 2, 3 times the minus root 2, and then the root 2 times the minus root 2. But here we notice that 2 of these cancel out. This is always going to be the case because of the difference of two squares. It always cancels out and it simplifies to a nice answer. All we're going to look at now is a more complicated one where both the numerator and the denominator are a little bit more complicated. If you ever get something like this, it's not easier to put brackets around it. Make sure you don't get anything wrong. Here we're just going to times it by the complement, so we're going to times it by 3 plus root 5. Ends up with 42 plus 6 root 5 plus 14 root 5 plus 2 times root 5 times root 5, which is 10. The bottom just turns into that 9 take away 5. So we've got 52 plus 20 root 5 over 4. We can divide top and bottom by 4, we get 13 plus 5 root 5. Thank you.